Danny, first and foremost, congratulations on the 2-year deal that we recently announced.
Thank you.
Looking ahead to Saturday, last game of this home game of the season against Bromley. What's your thoughts ahead of the game?
Yeah, another team that's looking to try and be in and around the playoffs come the end of the season, so they've got a lot to play for, and you'd like to think that with our situation, the boys can kind of, it's a weird thing to do, you want them to relax in the sense of take the pressure off and be confident to do what we want them to do, but not relax in the sense of their work ethic. And I thought Tuesday's game against Eastleigh, I thought there was times in it where we looked like we're trying to more exhibition football at times, and we want to dominate the ball, we want to make good passes, but we've got to have a purpose about it. Second half, I thought we did that well, but then you can see the goals we did, and then I'm not going to go over it loads because it gives me nightmares, but I think from our perspective we've got to, it kind of leads me on to what we just spoke about, H, to be honest. I want a full house in this concept of however many we were allowed in, because I want the boys to put on a show the fans can see how much passion the players have got for the club, but also I want the players to see what it's like playing here with that environment, because believe it or not, I know obviously money's important, but I think some of those players, if they experience that with the noise, and I thought the 1,000 and whatever it was, 21, whatever it was, that was here on Tuesday made an unbelievable noise. It was fantastic to see them back, but 2,021 doing it, it's another level, and I want people to come out and support the boys, and I want the boys to witness what it's like to really be here, and I genuinely think that'll help us retain some of these lads.
Exactly that, and with the COVID protocols we hope to fill out as max as we can just until next season, but I do agree there's still room for more fans to get in the ground and more chances.
Yeah, and look, I appreciate everyone, there is a safety element, and there's still people cautious of the fact that there's a virus still out there, and no one understands that more than me. However, if people do it properly and do it sensibly, there's no reason why they can't all get in, and we can get that noise, get that rocking atmosphere that we know that these guys are capable of, and making sure that these players experience it and go, do you know what? So when I'm talking to them, it's not, oh, I need an extra 50 quid or 100 quid a week or 200 quid a week. In some cases, it's more a case of, like, are you going to get that where you're going? I know what I'd rather play in front of every week. So hopefully they can give us a little bit of a helping hand.
And it'd be a great way to finish off the season at home, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and like, look, it's been a long campaign. I think we're all a little bit disappointed with how it's kind of finished, but that's not. We can't take too much credit away from the lads, because up until probably Sutton, we still had a chance of getting in the playoffs, and we've been in that position pretty much since December. And if you look at where we were last season, I think that's good progress. So that's great for the lads. And the last 2 or 3 games has been tough, because you're playing against teams that are either in it or nearly in it, and it puts you under a different kind of pressure. But look, listen, we take that on the chin, and we have to move on. But we've got a nucleus of players that if we can get them to stay at the club, and we need the supporters for that. We need the supporters to show what a place this can be. Imagine. My selling point to the lads is, imagine if we're sitting in the playoffs and there's 3,500 people here playing in front of that every week. Like, you're not going to get that at most other clubs in this league, and the noise that our lot make. And so I don't want to say beg, because that's the wrong way to put it, but yeah, please come and show the lads what this club's about, because we haven't had it all season, and it'd be great to finish the year like that.
You mentioned next season there. Have the plans started for next season? Anything like that?
Plans started for next season in December. It's like, I know that my situation wasn't confirmed, and I know that the league positions and all that's not confirmed, but we have to start planning, because we're trying to build something that needs to keep evolving. We can't keep doing the same things every season and expecting different results. We need to keep modifying and slightly adapting what we're doing, and a part of the recruitment is constantly looking at players, constantly assessing people that we think will fit our club and fit in with what we're trying to do. So yeah, plans have already been underway for a long time, mate.
And of course we played Bromley on BT a few months ago. difficult one to call because we did so well in the game, and to go away with the defeat we did, it didn't feel like a loss at the time. But
that's the story of our season.
Yeah,
Henry, that is the story of our season, and that was a story of Tuesday against Eastleigh. It was a story of Saturday against Hartlepool. It was a story of Sutton away. That we, Torquay away, we are more than capable of not just competing with these teams, dominating periods of the games, but you have to be ruthless at both ends of the pitch, and we've made stupid errors that shouldn't happen, and that you could argue are uncharacteristic of certain individuals, but they're not. It's not what we need to be able to kick on. And then when people always say, what are you missing? What's the difference between you and a Halifax, or you and a Wrexham, and you borrowing the budget? What is the difference? For me, it's not about money. For me, it's about they don't make those mistakes. They don't make them, and we as a dressing room, as a staff, as a club, we need to grow and mature quickly, and enable us to maybe bring some players in to help steady the ship, help make sure that those mistakes, and if one mistake does happen, it's not followed up by a second and a third, which we are masters of that at the minute. And it's frustrating because there's periods of Tuesday night we play some outstanding stuff, but I don't think Mitch had a save other than the 3 goals. I'm thinking back, I might be wrong, and I'm sure someone will prove me wrong, but I don't remember him actually making a save. He had a few catches, but you can't concede 3 goals when teams have had 3 shots on target. That can't happen.
Because we speak about that a lot, don't we? There's always spells in the game where we seem to dominate, but don't take the chances on all those occasions. Do you think that's the most frustrating thing for you when you look back at the season?
Yeah, to defend the lads, we have slightly changed what we want to do, because we're looking to build for next year, and we did pre-warn everyone on that. That's what we will do. We're going to look at some different players in different positions, and we are going to try and have a look at some different ideas for next season. So we always knew that was going to be a risk. So from the pressure perspective, I'm going to take that one on the chin. That's on me. That's not on the lads. The mistakes, we can't legislate for that. But for us, it's about building a process where we can dominate the ball as well as we have done, but affect the penalty area. You have to affect the penalty area, and we didn't do that well enough first half on Tuesday. Second half was much better, but also cut out those mistakes at the other end. And listen, these group of lads have got the world at their feet.
And just to finish off on Bromley, 2-2 draw for them against Notts County away, so they'll go into the game with a look to bounce back for the win.
Yeah, I think they're a good side. They're a good side. They're a club that's in back their managers. They've invested in the squad. They've all secured all their players on long-term deals, and I think that brings continuity to the team. And then you only add in 2 or 3 here and there, and I think that goes for all the teams at the top. You look at all of them; they've all had a nucleus of players that have worked through, and obviously Woody's gone in there and he's got them back in amongst the playoffs. So, like I always say to you, H, it's going to be a tough day on Saturday.
Are you in the shop? Sign up below.
Click here for the next video, click here to subscribe.